oh wow, what a first start to our safari honeymoon. We were picked up by Simon, our amazing guide for our 4-day safari.
He explained that our first journey would be to Tarangire National Park, where if we were lucky, we'd see all sorts of animals and experience our first taste of Africa and Tanzania in the wild.
Lily and Paul, you're welcome. This is Tarangire National Park, and this is what we have for today. And the word Tarangire has born from Mbugwe people. Mbugwe is one of the tribe we have. In Tanzania, we have about 126 different tribes, and the Mbugwe is one of those. So the word Tara stands for river in Mbugwe tribe, and Ngire means warthog. So two connected words, Tarangire. And the Tarangire National Park is world famous because of the high concentration of elephant. Yes, in Tarangire, we have 4 from the big 5, except for the rhino. Do you know the other 4?
Elephant.
Yes.
Buffalo?
Buffalo, you're right. Leopard.
Wildebeest.
No,
And the lion. Yes. So we have lion, leopard, buffalo, and elephant. In this park, only the rhino is missing to complete the big 5. Okay? Yeah, so the vegetation in Tarangire, large part of the area is a savanna, and it has like a scattered trees, few shrub and grassland in it, and I do love calling it light forest because it allows the sun. Unlike the rainforest, it's a thick forest and is always dark. But this is savanna, the forest with the scattered trees. That's why I call it a light forest. Yes, and the main source of water in this park is the Tarangire River, which rising from Kondoa region, and went in the park about 120 kilometers long. That will provide water for all the animals in this park. And the best time to visit is the dry season. Yes, because you will see a big number of animals walk down in the river looking for water. And in this park, the savanna forest is dominated mostly by the acacia, but also we do have a baobab trees. Baobab trees are the big tree. We have seen one at the gate, and you will see more as we drive around. Okay? So 2 giants living in this park, elephant and the baobab. Okay? Yeah, so before we start, I would love to let you know the following. I don't mean making rules, but to keep everybody safe, even the animals safe from us. Okay? I got like a short list, do's and don'ts, and please do that to make sure we are doing our safari in a very good and safe way. And in the national park, most of the time we drive in the car. I mean, we see the animal from the vehicle. So not everywhere we can get off the car. And unless it's a picnic area or at the gate like here, people can go and use the toilet. And also, if it's a picnic area, one can stop for lunch also. Yes, and we don't feed animals. Yeah, feeding animal is not allowed, but feeding a driver is absolutely fine. Okay?
Necessary.
Yeah, as you can see, we are now driving with the roof open. Make sure you do not forget anything on top of the vehicle. If you do, may fall down, break it or lose it. Yeah, so make sure you don't forget anything on top of the vehicle. All right? And Sometime I will be driving in a tiny road, and do not let the branch, the branch of the tree or the branch touches you, because most of them are thorny, and some of them are itching plants. So to be safe from that, please don't get close to it. Okay? And yeah, any question?
No, good to go.
Good to go. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
As soon as we entered the park, right in front of us, we saw giraffes and zebras and a wildebeest before our first amazing stop, which where we settled and we watched elephants wallowing in the mud in the hot part of the day.
We have a beautiful elephant in this pool, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, and what they do, we call it wallowing. Yeah, wallowing is a mud shower. So they do it, for them will be acting as a sunscreen. Yes, when they do wallowing. Yeah, they prefer doing it in the middle of the day, because when it's getting too hot, also is on how they will cool down and generate the body temperature in this way. Yes. So we need sunscreen, but elephant need a mud shower. All right?
For lunch, we went to a viewpoint high up above in the park where we looked up over the
river, and yeah, more elephants again, and an amazing lunch that had been prepared for us from our hotel Forest Hills that Simon helped us lay out, and yeah, picnic lunch with a view.
In the afternoon, we saw many more animals again, and we left the park late in the afternoon, early evening, and made our way to our hotel.
But not before we had the most amazing close-up experience of the elephant.
Oh yeah.
We were just driving down the track, nothing around apart from our Jeep, and Simon stopped these two elephants just slightly in the distance, and slowly they just started walking towards us.
And then they were walking towards us, and we were just like, oh God, they're coming nearer. And then they came really near, and I started to worry, and I started to think, oh goodness, this amazing huge male elephant is coming right up to our Jeep. Is this okay? Will it knock us over? And then I heard Simon's voice that just went, don't worry. And we stopped, and we just watched as the male elephant came right towards us, stopped right behind the Jeep, and there he was, literally meters away. It was just, less than a meter away. It was amazing, just the most breathtaking, beautiful experience of my life. It really was just, heart-stopping.
And I think, a real highlight for the first day. Brought it to a close amazingly. Loads of animals, giraffes, zebras, more elephants than we could count. Yeah, it really did us well. We then had our transfer through to Mamadunia Lodge for our evening meal. Arrived just as the sun was setting. Amazing view, and they'd laid on for us a special honeymoon meal, decorated table, and then African singing and dancing as they came out to celebrate with us with cake in style. So all in all, a fantastic first day, wrapped up perfectly.
Can't wait for tomorrow.
Day 2 was an early start because we knew we had a long drive ahead of us, and Simon introduced us to our first full experience of the African massage on our long drive to Serengeti.
The morning has been wonderful. We've had a lovely breakfast at at the hotel. Very nice. It was beautiful there. Yeah.
How about the accommodation?
Oh, it was really nice. Really, really lovely. They were just so welcoming. They sang, and it was just beautiful. And then the room was
Amazing,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, just amazing, and beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. We can't wait to go to the Serengeti.
Yeah, excited for today. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very excited.
On the way, we stopped at the Ngorongoro Crater viewpoint, and wow, what an amazing view, teeming with wildlife down in the crater that we knew we'd be back to and visit on our way back in the day after tomorrow. Beautiful.
We continued our journey and arrived in the Serengeti at the Serengeti National Park, and had another lunch that was provided by Mama Duna.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I could have just that would have done. As soon as we entered the park, we hadn't driven very long before Simon had heard on the radio that there was a pride of lions, and off the road we went to find this amazing pride of lions all right there in front of us.
What's that?
Yeah, right in front. We just couldn't believe our eyes just how many there were and how near they were to us.
Yeah, Simon said that today was going to be all about searching for lions, cheetahs, and leopards.
Big cat day.
It was our big cat day, and literally as soon as we went through the park gate, probably not more than 20 minutes later, we were just stopped watching a bit of high ground with a pride of lions in front of us. Truly spectacular.
Yeah, it was. After leaving the lions, we headed back on the bumpy road, and then soon spotted some hyenas. Loads of gazelles were everywhere, jumping around. And then on the radio, Simon again had heard that maybe there was something else. We didn't know what it was, but Simon was like, "Trust me, are we ready to go? I think there's something you'd like to see." And off we headed, looking for we didn't know what. And then right in front of us, as we then stop, there are 3 cheetahs. They're just sitting there, aren't they? That these 3 cheetahs.
Yeah, amazing close-up view of these fantastic animals, and two of the 3 big cats for the day ticked off. So then it was continuing on. More lions on the agenda, surprisingly for us. Spotted one, and I always remember Simon's words were, when you see one, there's always more around. You might not see them, but they're never far away. And we saw one, then we saw another one, and then in the distance with 3 little cubs just sheltering in the shade of a big rock. So another truly wonderful experience, close up, watching these small cubs basking in the shade.
Baby cubs. Yeah, watching their mother from a distance, who was probably watching them back.
But the job wasn't done for the day, and on the agenda was finding our 3rd cat of the day, the leopard, which was going to be the really tricky one. So it was scouring. Simon listening to the radio, trying to find one for us. On the way, as the sun was going down, we passed this kind of green river spot with must have been 30 elephants just eating, relaxing in the sunshine. Amazing light. A great pit stop on the way to finally completing our mission and finding the leopard,
which we then found. And we left the elephants reluctantly, because I love an elephant, and we headed towards this tree where Simon thought it might be, and there they were. There was this leopard up a tree, and we sat there as the sun went down, watching this leopard in the tree, completely fine with us all staring at him. And it was just like the perfect end to what was just the most amazing day in the Serengeti. Absolutely everything we had dreamed of and more.
The sun was setting. We knew we were still just in the middle of the Serengeti. No idea really where our accommodation was, but knowing that we were in safe hands as it was getting dark, and almost an impromptu night safari as we get to our accommodation for the evening, the Serengeti Safari Haven. for another fantastic meal, campsite, fireside meal, beautiful food, and knowing that we had an early start the next day for another treat.
Yeah. Day 3 was an early start. We were up at 4 a.m. In order that we could go on our honeymoon treat of a balloon flight across the Serengeti. Once we arrived, we watched them put up the balloons and met the other fellow passengers. And then when we left, the sun was coming up and we were then able to watch the sunrise as our balloon lifted up over the Serengeti.
Yeah, for me, it was a bucket list experience moment. Early morning balloon flight over the Serengeti, looking down, seeing giraffes, animals of all sorts, gazelles, but just being in the most magical place, the most magical light, watching the sun coming up, and just peace and quiet as the balloon drifted across the Serengeti.
Yeah, it really was. It really was the experience we wanted it to be, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was a treat, and it was just something that we'll remember forever.
Our final Serengeti game drive.
Yep, when we met Simon again, there he was waiting for us to do our final game drive, where we saw more elephants, giraffes up close, which are my favourite, some hippos wallowing in the mud, and the smells that come with those.
Well, so this is how hippo will spend a day. They spend a day hanging in the water and come out for grazing at night. Yeah, they eat grass. Yes, and the next day, early in the morning, they need to come back to the water because they cannot go with a dry skin for long. Yeah, they are not good swimmer, so they prefer shallow water. And sometimes you may see them splashing water with the tail toward the upper side or rolling over.
Then on to another pride of lions before starting to make our journey out of the park. However,
Yep, just when you think the Serengeti had given us everything it had, the one thing we kind of still wanted to see and hadn't was a male lion, and on the final few moments really before we left, there were 3 of them just sat beside the road, sheltered in some bushes, but another fantastic moment as Simon pulled up alongside them and we could just watch them out the window relaxing.
Yeah, they literally were within a very long arm's reach away, and I remember looking out the window and Simon's like, "Don't put your head out," but we just couldn't believe how close we were to this male lion, and there he was just sleeping, resting his head, looking up at us, and wow. Such an amazing end to the day, just wonderful.
Yeah, sad to be leaving the Serengeti. We knew we had a long drive back towards Ngorongoro, but that was sort of made more fun by a short pit stop at one of the many Maasai villages on the way, learning about the way they live, the way they make fire, hearing some song and dance.
Paul entering the jumping competition with the Maasai warriors. That was just, the highlight of my afternoon. That was lovely. And actually they were so welcoming and so friendly and so knowledgeable. We just felt like actually in all of our time we learnt so much information about all the animals from Simon and all the Maasai from the chief who we met. It was just a lovely end to what was just another amazing day.
So this is a typical Maasai house, and who the people responsibility to build a house, the women build a house. Yeah, the women build a house, but the men, they are going to the forest to collect the material, and the women come to build a house. And why the men are going to bush? Because in the bush there are dangerous animals like the elephant and buffalo. So the women that are fighting going to bush. So the men that are helping them to collect everything, and the women come to structure to build the houses. So material for using to build the house, it is different. We have acacia. All of this is acacia wood. We have a strong wood. They balance the roof of the house. In the roof of the house, they are putting bamboo and stick, and after stick, they put naphtha, and outside they are covered by powder and water.
Another fantastic night's accommodation arranged for us by the lovely Juliet back in the office, who'd done a fantastic job of putting the whole agenda together at the Ngorongoro Tortoise camp. Sad times, as we knew it was our final night out in the wilds. Again, more excitement for going down into the crater for our final day. Day 4, and it's finally time to head actually down into the Ngorongoro Crater. No sooner were we almost off the road of going down to the crater when stopping to look at some baboons. We then suddenly had another amazing close-up experience with an elephant, and suddenly seeing all the wildlife that was going to be on our doorstep as we drove around the crater.
Yeah, literally as you went into the crater and got to the bottom, everywhere you looked, left, right, forward, back, there were animals that you could just see everywhere. It really just blew our mind. And as Simon had said on day 1, he said, oh, if you like Tarangire, he said, then yeah, Serengeti and the crater will blow your mind. And he was absolutely right. There were just animals everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I've been anywhere in my life where you can just look in every single direction and see wild animals, as we say, wildebeest, zebras, herds, really big herds of them, elephants, just all around you. We saw more ostrich, we saw flamingos, we saw hippos, everything and more.
Oh, and buffaloes. And but probably the highlight of our trip into the crater was whereby Simon had heard on the radio that there was a male lion. So we headed over to where we could see some other jeeps, and we could see just the top of this male lion, not miles away, but just in the distance, not anywhere that like we'd seen the day before. And we were like, wow, we'd seen it right up close. So we were happy to wander. But as Simon said again, remember, they're always around. If the male lion's here, the lionesses will be here too. Let's look around. And then as we drove off on our own, right in front of us we could see another jeep parked up, and in the distance we could see these lions walking across towards the road. And Simon was like, okay, leave it with me. And as he drove up, he stopped, and the lion pack kind of just walked right in front of us. It was just, and stopped right in front of us. It was just breathtaking, wasn't it?
Yeah, just again, so close, lionesses, their cubs, in and around in the car, but around the car, under the car, closer than you could ever imagine. I don't think the smile will come off my face ever when I think of that memory.
Yeah, I just remember looking out, and I was just so excited, like a child in a sweet shop, as I looked and these 3 cubs were walking towards us, and then suddenly, stopping at the wheels of the car, and the little lion cub looking up at me. It was just beautiful. I had tears in my eyes. It was just so amazing.
Yeah, we knew our time on safari was coming to a close. I guess the only one of the big 5 that we hadn't seen was the rhino, and we'd spoken to Simon. He'd asked us, kind of how much chasing, how much we really wanted to hunt for the rhino, and we were quite relaxed, to be honest. We'd had such an amazing time, had so many quality experiences with all sorts of animals that it was a case of no rhino, no cry, as we laughed. It was, if we see one, great. If not,
let's just have quality experience whereby we just, any moment that comes up, if it's something that we're enjoying, let's just stop and embrace and enjoy it, rather than feeling the need to rush on and complete the set. That wasn't for us. It was about the quality of the time that we had. And wow, we just were just blown away. And Simon and Safari Souls just delivered that above and beyond in all manner of everything that they provided for us.
Yeah, so it was a sad time to leave the crater, but we knew it had to be done. Final picnic stop on our way back to the airport. Pictures, farewells, much gratitude for Simon,
The Safari Monster.
the Safari Monster, and for the whole Safari Souls.
I've just finished our 4-day safari with Safari Souls. We've had just the most amazing time, just the best 4 days ever. We've just everything and more that we could possibly wish for happened, and our guide Simon was just amazing, showed us everything that we wanted to see, and we were very lucky with everything we saw.
Yeah, I think we both went in with no real expectation of what to see, how it would all work, but from day one, Safari Souls, amazing. They looked after us.
Yeah.
Everybody from booking to Safari Monster, Simon, amazing. We've seen so many animals, so much amazing scenery, stayed in amazing places.
Yay!
Safari Monster. Safari
Here.
Monster Simon, because he is the best guide ever.
He is passionate about what his job is. He wants you to have the best time. He'll make you have the best time. Well, not make you. He'll help you make you have the best time. And he's just, very knowledgeable, and he keeps you safe, and he makes you feel safe. There were moments where the animals, the elephants and the lions were coming right close to us, and he was there like, it's okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
And we felt perfectly safe, and it just made the trip wonderful. Very happy.
He seems to know exactly what you want without you having to say it. He just understands what is important to us. He understands what's important to the wildlife, to the environment. Yeah, Safari Monster,
Thank you so much.
the best.
Asante sana.
You really made our trip
awesome.
Thank you.
amazing,
You're the best.
special. You made it special. Thank you.
Yay.
Boom.
Hakuna matata to Safari Souls, huh?
Boom. Hakuna Matata. Truly, from start to finish, looked after us, made us feel special, and gave us the most wonderful experience of Africa. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Safari Souls. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Simon, and the camera crew that followed us about. Just thank you for making our honeymoon so special. We will remember this forever and always. Thank you.
Thank you. Much love.
Mwah.